Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Yep, we're going to do another Hop Butcher for the World beer. This is the last one out of the four Hop Butcher for the World beers that Matt sent me. So Matt, thanks again, my friend, my brother. I do appreciate you sending me these beers. These beers are very tasty, guys. Definitely worth picking up if you're in the Illinois area, Chicagoland. I don't know what the distribution is for this brewery, but they are giving us a lot of information with the hops that they're using in the ABV, Sabro and Simcoe Hop Double IPA, 7.5%. And, ooh, the dating machine needs a lot of work here, guys. There's something written on the bottom of it, but I cannot read it. Very unfortunate. So they need to do something with their dating machine. I cannot make it out. It is a bunch of jumbled up, smeared mess. He writes, preserved in 3 dimensions is the name of the beer. Canned on 9/16. It said it's smudged on this can. Yes, it definitely is. He says 9/16. I cannot make that out whatsoever. So they need to check that machine, or if this one just got smudged and the other ones were fine. He knows the date, and he told me maybe another can that he had wasn't smudged or whatever, but I cannot read it on this one. If this was available here and I picked it up and looked at it, I would not buy this beer because I can't read the date on it. But if there was another one sitting beside of it that I could, I would probably buy that can and leave this one sitting there. Or more than likely, this is probably packaged in a 4-pack. Maybe one of the cans you can read. I'm pretty sure they'd all be out of the same batch. I don't think they would substitute anything like that for an older beer. But anyway, you need to be able to read it, guys. So, my 2 cents. Let's jump over to Untappd. I don't think they're going to have any additional information. Nope, they just tell us the same thing that's written on the can about the hops. No IBUs. Shrink wrap label on the 16-ounce can. So it is time. Let's get it open and get it into the glass and see what we have. They are calling this a New England style. Not on the can, but on the site here, Untappd. And probably Beer Advocate also. Nice head, nice carbonation on this beer. You can see that. Almost 2 fingers of head on that pour. It does look like orange juice, and looks very much like a New England style beer, guys. Very nice looking beer. Very, very nice looking beer. A nice frothy head on that. That's a great looking beer. Do you not agree? Sure you do. Good looking beer. Orange juice in a glass with a big frothy head. To the nose we go. Very pleasant hop aroma. Not so much off the chain like the one I had yesterday. Piney, grapefruit, orangey, citrusy. Sabro and Simcoe hop. Simcoe is one of my favorites, guys. Very pleasant citrusy hop. Maybe a little bit of melon and tropical fruit notes in there. A very pleasant smelling beer. Very pleasant smelling beer. Good looking beer too. Let's dive in. Cheers everybody. Cheers Matt. Thank you sir. Very pleasant. Now the grapefruit or the pineapple or pine, none of that's off the chain as much as yesterday's beer was, but still a lot of hop notes there. Seems to be a nice balanced beer. Alcohol is well hidden, very smooth and easy to drink, not a lot of bitterness. Alcohol is well hidden, very pleasant. I'm not seeing a lot of chunkiness or floaties in it now, but usually they reside in the very bottom of the can. You usually see those up here when I do this final pour. So let's do it. There they are. There comes the chunkiness. So they're having that issue with some settling or the chunkiness staying in the bottom of the can. But like I said, usually by the time I come back for the final chug, it's all settled to the bottom of the glass and sticking to the bottom of the glass, and it stays there. You're not getting a whole lot of floaties and a lot of junk floating around in it at the final chug. There is a little bit of sediment or a little bit of chunkiness still in the bottom of the can. So, and for an unfiltered beer, you're going to get that sometimes, guys. You really are. I mean, there's nothing that's going to hurt you. It's not going. You can drink it. It's just where it's an unfiltered beer and all that stuff is still coming out when they're canning it. So, still a very tasty beer. I'm not as impressed right now as I was with yesterday's version, but that may change when I get to the final chug. A very pleasant beer to drink. So let's find out what we're going to give it. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Very nice lacing is left on the glass. Tasty beer. Tasty beer. I don't think it's outstanding or world class. I think I like the one I did yesterday better than this one. But still very tasty. If I could read the date on the bottom of it and it was available here, I would buy it. But this one is kind of smudged. Can't see what they've written on it. So hopefully they just a one of, and the rest of them were okay. You could read it. But this one, if it was sitting on the shelf by itself, I would not buy it because I can't read the date on it. And the flavor and the aroma is not quite off the chain like yesterday's was. A nice example of a New England style, but I don't think it's world class. Not deserving of the 10 grade, in my humble, honest opinion. Final chug. And most of that chunkiness, sediment, I don't know if you can see that in the bottom of the glass, stayed in the bottom of the glass. So most of that settled down in there and stayed there. So that's a good thing in my opinion. So anyway, to me guys, I think it's a 9 beer, but it is in the upper range of the 9. I'm going to give it a 98. And very, very tasty beer. So over to Beer Advocate, they say 91. I'm giving it a much better grade than those guys are. And Untapped has it at 4.21, which is in their A- scale. So I'm giving it a better grade than them. So I think these guys at Hop Butcher for the World are doing a very tasty example of a New England style IPA, double IPA, however you want to call it, for a 7.5%er. Definitely worth picking up if you like this style of beer. I enjoyed this thoroughly. So Matt, thanks again for sending me the beers that you did. And I agree with you. These guys are doing some really tasty stuff. They are. So if you've had this one preserved in 3 dimensions from Hop Butcher for the World, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.